What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the 740 Sports Show. I'm your host, Eric, that we just decided here. And Bob, you're not the host.
I could have done it. I could have done that. That was so easy.
You had the opportunity, Bob. Welcoming, of course, longtime friend Brown.
What's up, guys?
How are you, man? Welcome.
Great, man. How are you?
Thanks for asking, Brown. I'm great.
Just happy to be here.
How are you,
Just
Bob?
happy to be here.
As always.
Shoot.
Almost used it early today.
Yeah, that would have been really early.
Yeah.
The over-under 4.5 minutes, that would have went way under.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I like what you're doing there. Welcome back to another episode of the 740 Sports Show. We, as you can tell, are super excited because, Bob, another football fun-filled weekend.
Yeah.
I had a blast this weekend. Did you have a good weekend, Bob?
Overall, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Bet-wise, yeah. Had a great weekend.
Yeah, Bob made some money this weekend. Brown, did you make any money this weekend?
No. I'm on a hot streak / not hot streak. We call that a cold streak, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. That was real innovative of you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he used the same approach in basketball. He would just say, "Hey, man, I'm warming up. Just keep feeding me."
Yeah.
And I'd pass him the ball, and then he'd get hot, and then he'd say, "Oh, hey, man, I'm hot. Just keep passing me the ball." And I never got the ball. Hey, anyway, Brown, happy to have you here, man. Did you at least have fun this weekend?
Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah. Well, good.
A lot of football to be watched.
There was a lot of football to be watched, and Bob, I'm going to start it with Friday, man, because that's where the weekend really begins here.
Yeah, at about 4:30.
It did. For you, 4:30?
No, about 6 for me.
Well, rough one, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bob. You want to talk about it?
Nope.
Okay,
That's
perfect. Well, if that's the case, then we'll talk some Ironmen football because I traveled to Miami Trace. You got a late evening, Bub. You had a late evening. It was what it was, but I took it on the road without you.
Yeah, I got to listen to it on the radio.
Yeah, well, they paint a good picture on the air.
Well, yeah.
So you can't go wrong with those guys. But I was in Washington Courthouse against the Ironmen were against Miami Trace, and that was quite the performance from the Ironmen, man. Quite the performance. They routed the Panthers 42-13 final. Pretty convincing game start to finish. I know, Bub, you had a lot of confidence in the Ironmen heading into this one.
Yeah, I didn't really see anything that was going to give them fits.
Yeah.
They did have a player out. I don't know what his name is.
Eli Berman.
No, for Miami Trace.
Oh, Miami Trace. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Not sure, but it seemed like a good player and everything. But
pretty unsure of that kid's name. He did seem like a pretty significant athlete. But Miami Trace had some, pretty decent players on the field. I mean, they had a quarterback that could run a little bit.
Yeah, they had the size.
Yeah.
Won the warm-up battle.
They won the warm-up contest, as we like to say. And they did. But they don't play it in warm-ups, Brown. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
It's played first quarter to the end of the game.
Okay. And
between those two periods of time, the Ironmen scored a lot of points.
Gotcha. Okay.
42 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
nice.
42 of them. We sound like a broken record at this point. Probably Cade, Nolan, and then obviously the other.
Monster.
I mean, just the two-headed monster. Bodie had another great game. He improves every week. The offensive line. I'm going to give credit to the big fellas, Bub. You're a little fella now. You give credit to little fellas all the time. I'm going to give credit to the big fellas. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
All right, perfect. The offensive line for the Ironmen, much improved, man. They're clicking. This happens every year with Coach All's offenses. You see it.
Yeah.
As the years, as the games go by, you just see week 4, week 5, weeks, and just click. They're there.
And then they get a little more diverse throughout the year.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they get more condensed down at what they kind of filter out what they're not so great at, and then they just keep what they're good at.
Yeah. Well, and that goes into the preparation.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Coach All's MO. I mean, he figures out really quick his personnel, what they're good at, what they're capable of, what they're what they can't do right away. Let's work on that in the meantime and do what we're good at.
Yeah.
And dude, I mean, I don't know what they're averaging per carry, but it's convincing.
Yeah.
I mean, what they're doing, they're opening up unreal holes. But yeah, it's fun to watch, man. Brown, I know 2 weeks ago, you did join us for a game, man.
Yeah,
and
sure did.
We had a good time there with little Banksy.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Little Banksy, and we always bring up Banksy, Bub. Banksy joins every episode, at least in spirit.
Yeah, well,
Is he having
maybe next week you can just join right here.
Oh!
Give a pick or two,
Photoshop Banksy.
Yeah, just have a couple mini helmets and let them pick what team's going to win.
Oh, a little early
I like
commitment.
it, yeah.
Huh?
I like it.
Okay, a little early commitment. Well, speaking of commitments, we were talking about. By the way, congrats, Ironmen. They are going to Hillsborough this week, and they're going to take on a pretty another Hillsborough team that's playing pretty good ball right now.
Yeah,
too,
just
Bub.
got a win against Chillicothe.
Yeah,
Or no,
that was McLean.
That was McLean.
That was
they got a win
McLean.
against Chillicothe the week prior.
Yeah,
And then,
Yep. But they're playing good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing well. So, so I think that's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to seeing the Ironmen in that contest, Bub. But going back to college football, another Friday night game that we were talking about, Utah and Oregon State. Oregon State got the best of Utah, Bub.
Got the best of me too.
Oh, I was going to say, was that involved in any of your weekend winnings?
Yeah.
No.
That started the downward spiral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what we call being in the red.
Yeah.
To start the
Yeah.
weekend.
Well, I know what being in the red
Yeah.
means.
Yes.
You didn't
You're
know.
talking to the one that knows
You live
last
in the
2
red.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. You live in the red.
Something like that, yeah.
But no, yeah, this was one that we talked about though, and we mentioned, based on Cam Rising, obviously, if he was going to play, and just that's a tough environment anyway on in a primetime type of game like that. A Friday night, they were ready for him. I mean, they pretty convincingly took care of Utah.
Yeah, 21-0, and then Utah got a late score to make it 21-7. Ruined my other bet of Oregon State with 14.5.
Just got the worst above all the way around.
Oh, I doubled down and lost both of them.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's
Hate
tough.
to see it.
But you pick it back up later in the weekend, which
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
get to. So, yeah, and then we get into Saturday, Brown, and I know this one always gets your ears perking up a little bit. Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that gets a lot of people. In USC defeating Colorado this week, but what'd you think of the Buffaloes, man?
Very high scoring game. I mean, it was fun. I was able to catch it like third, fourth quarter.
Well, that's when Colorado started scoring a bunch
Right.
of points, man. That's fun.
I jumped on Colorado plus 17.5. Hit. So, it was fun though.
Okay, so you started the weekend off right then.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, if the weekend starts at
Yes,
that win,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
We'll just start it there.
we'll leave it at that, and then we won't even talk about what I bet on Sunday. So.
We will. We'll get to that. Don't you worry. Bub, another afternoon game I thought turned out to be a pretty good one. Georgia, Auburn. I stayed away from it altogether. I just felt like it was a sketchy game.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see any of it? Did you happen to
No,
catch
you're
any of
talking
it?
to the wrong guy about this one. I don't
Okay.
know. I didn't really get to watch that one.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and give you a quick rundown. Georgia, Auburn, neck and neck throughout the whole game. Late drive by Georgia to kind of cap it off. I think it ended up 27-20.
Yeah, I
if
saw
I'm not
Brock
mistaken.
Bowers got the receiving touchdown.
Yeah. He's
a stud.
He's a dude,
He's going to
man.
be so good.
He's
Yeah.
a dude. He's the real deal.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's unreal. Did you catch any of this one, Brown?
I did not, no.
Okay.
Honestly, I didn't even.
Well, I know you were at a some sort of event Saturday
Yes.
evening.
Yep.
And
Wedding. Yep.
a wedding. Nice. Did you get married again?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, congratulations on not getting married again. That would
Thank you.
probably have ruined the one now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Bub, we weren't at weddings.
No, I just stayed away from Georgia and Auburn, so I didn't really pay attention to it. It
Correct.
was just a scary game.
It was, and that's kind of my take on it as well. But it ended up being a good one.
Yeah, and Georgia survive in advance.
That's what you do in the SEC, man. Tough
It's just
ball.
college football, man. You get one loss and you're pretty much done.
It's tough. It's tough. One game I know you did have a dog in the fight, Bub.
Mm-hmm.
The one that sealed a big one for you this week. LSU,
Yes.
Ole Miss.
Yes.
We were texting about this. We had differing opinions on this one.
What was it? LSU had about.
I just
700
needed the money line, man. LSU straight up.
Yeah, well, I just
Yeah.
needed the money line of Ole Miss.
Yeah, I know.
But I think Ole Miss had like 500 or no 700 yards of offense, and Ole Miss had about 500.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous, the offensive output there.
Yeah, it was a high-scoring affair. It was a lot of fun. I love those offensive type of games where just both teams are scoring a lot of points. But you also see big stands defensively and turnovers and takeaways in those types of games too. So for you defensive folks out there, there's always good defense to be played in those games as well.
Yeah, but shout out Ole Miss for that final drive, taking it down
Yeah.
the field and scoring.
Yeah, and that Bub got some bacons off that one. So big hit
Yeah,
there, Bub.
that
A
and
big
Baylor
parlay.
coming back from 28 down.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know
that one
how
helped
the
you.
heck they
Wow,
did that.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Baylor. Yeah.
Money line or
Yeah.
No, actually, Prophet Travis gave me his bet, and he
yeah.
took Baylor. He said Baylor money line, and I was like, I gotta take the points with it.
Yeah.
And then they end up winning.
Yeah.
And I could have won more.
If he continues this up,
Dude,
I think
Travis
we're going to
is
have
on
to have
fire.
our own little kind of segment cropped in.
Yeah, where he's just
Travis
picking.
picks.
Oh, I know,
And-
because he is on fire right now.
Yeah, he's going to have to help us out, man. Step in. Fill in for Brown if you don't start getting it together.
I
Oh my
know,
God.
As our senior bets analyst, Brown, I'm going to need you to pick it up, man.
Yeah, yeah, maybe not call me that right now. Let's wait till another week. I
Well, you're the
actually
one
do
that
well.
referred to yourself as Adam Schefter
Yeah.
the first time you appeared.
The
on that
commissioner.
show.
You got to start out hot. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah. But yeah, man, here we are. Bub, got a little dicey there in the Duke game for you.
Man, that Duke game sucked. God, that Duke game.
Plus
you
five
watch
and plus 5.5.
Did you watch any of this one?
I did. I watched the end of it.
And then-
I was shamed for not taking Duke money line.
Yeah.
Instead, I took them plus 5.5, and it still didn't hit.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Bubba.
Yeah. Well, hey, I know both of you guys have been big on the Duke train, and I actually hopped on the Duke train, and I ended up taking a Duke this week as well.
Yeah.
I just took the money line.
95 yards.
Yeah.
And you let Sam Hartman get a 4th and 15. You let him get 17
tough.
yards.
That was
I hate it.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was so big.
That was a
on Duke,
heartbreaker.
too. I was so hyped on them.
Yeah.
You just knew it was over once you saw that scramble
Yep.
first down. You knew it was
Yep.
over.
You did. You felt it.
The wind was sucked out of their sails, or
It
whatever
was.
the saying is.
Yeah. Close enough.
Taken, sucked, whatever. Same concept.
Well, as a lineman, you were sucking a lot of wind, pretty often. So.
Yeah. Quarterback, you just were sucking.
Fair enough. We'll get the sucking quarterbacks and the Bengals in just a little while. But before we do, I want to give a shout out to Traylon Davis, man. Doing big things in Morgantown. The Mountaineers went into TCU this week. Do you know this, Brown?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm about to tell you something.
Okay.
Get ready to learn. Traylon Davis, Bub, carries the flag onto the field for the Mountaineers. They go into TCU and get a win.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's a big
incredible.
win. That's a big win.
That's incredible. Coach Davis's son, man. Shout out to Coach Davis, too. You're a legend. Love Coach Davis, man.
Oh, yeah. He was a fun one.
Yeah, man, he was a G. Still is a G, Coach. But yeah, Traylon doing big things. He was in the hype video after they won. I mean, just super cool, man, to see.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you see a local kid doing stuff like that.
740 kid getting it done.
Yep.
But yeah, great work, Traylon. We love seeing it, man. So congrats, you're doing awesome stuff. Bub, back to 740 kids not getting it done. The Bengals falling to the Titans, man. What's going on with Cincinnati?
That's just... Joe can't move in the pocket. He can't do anything.
Is it time to maybe get him
Retire?
some rest? Oh, hang on, bro. Chill out.
I mean, I don't see why not. You got the Cardinals and Seahawks coming up. You could sneak a win with the talent you have if you just have a quarterback that can move in the pocket any.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't.
Yeah.
Do you think they should put him on IR?
I would say so, yeah.
Well, do you know the next 4 games coming up?
I know the Cardinals, Seahawks, and then I don't know the next 2.
I don't.
I know they have a bye after that.
Let me tell
So-
you. Let me tell you why I don't IR him, if I may. Because let's say you escape with a win against the Seahawks, the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Which is very possible.
Which is also very hard to do as well.
Very
They're
tough
playing
to do.
good right
They're
now.
playing good
They're
ball.
playing amazing
But
ball.
you also, let's not pretend you don't have a top 3 receiving core that can get it done if your quarterback is mobile enough to make a play in any capacity. Joe's hurt. Like, he's injured. He cannot transfer weight from his back foot to his front foot when he throws the ball. That's a big-time problem for him because he's so mechanics-driven. So, I think if he can steal a week with the Cardinals, and then maybe you do, maybe you don't get with the Seahawks taking L that week. It's 2 weeks. You're now 2-4.
Yeah, and then you have a bye coming up.
And then a bye in there somewhere. It's still very doable to make playoffs.
Yeah, you still
that
got
way,
the Chiefs.
right?
You'll still
Like,
have the Bills, I think.
right. But
It's just you got a hard schedule.
But I also could see it though too because this injury, man, has lingered for so long that a 2 week thing,
And I feel like
I don't know, man.
I feel like the team. Well, I think maybe Burrow more than anything thought the same thing. Maybe against the Rams, it's just like, yeah, maybe we can steal one against the Rams,
Yeah, correct.
and then it's maybe we can steal one against the Titans. Maybe we can steal. I feel like you're just kind of pushing the rock further and further down the road.
And then you're going to end up with like a mediocre draft pick rather than shutting it down and maybe...
Yeah, or putting him on IR and potentially maybe trying to steal a couple games and then bringing him back where he's 80% of what he is or whatever the percentage is. I mean... They're playing a dicey game right now as far as win record and his health.
The reason I say it is I'm not worried. When I say his health, I'm not worried about the calf injury in and of itself. I'm worried about Joe's ability to protect himself at this point. Yeah. Not just to make the throws down.
Oh well, yeah. To be able to make, just a stationary target.
And it's not. Let's not pretend he's got Indy's offensive line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a sitting target at this point, and without his mobility and his mechanics, he doesn't serve you. So I guess in a way I am talking out of both sides of my mouth, because at that point you IR him and you see what happens in 4 weeks. I see it both ways. You just ultimately you need him to get healthy, and you got to start winning ball games again if you're a Bengals fan.
If you want to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and as a Cincinnati fan, or I'm sorry, as a Pittsburgh fan, we're right there in the same boat, Brown.
Yep.
It's crazy.
The one shining light for the Bengals is that everybody else in the AFC North lost except for the Ravens.
That's true. It's crazy to me, though, how similar Pittsburgh and Cincinnati's seasons have been up to this point, though, with just the way that they've lost games and
the lack of offense.
The lack of offense.
Which is making the defense, which I still think the Bengals' defense are getting put in a tough spot just every time because the Bengals get 3 and out so much.
Well,
Pittsburgh was 3 and out.
Pittsburgh is doing the same defense. I'm the perfect way to segue here, because Pittsburgh's doing the same stuff, just 3ing out, pump the ball through. And the defense is on the field all the time. Shout out to C.J. Stroud, played a great game, over 300 passing yards, 2 tutties.
Yeah, by far the top rookie in that.
Man,
I believe he has thrown for the most passing yards in the 3-game span since Andrew Luck. So he's outperformed that number. So that is a great start.
Any RG3 stats, or just Andrew Luck one?
I'll have to dig those up. I'll have to dig those up.
I was wondering.
You're going to have a pretty big shovel.
Speaking of quarterbacks, I mean, Richardson, has looked a lot better than Sam Howell, in my opinion. So,
Oh, yeah. I agree.
We can pull that up, too, if you want.
I think I have no problem saying Richardson has looked better than Howell.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's debating that one at this point. Going back to the Steelers, though, they're having a lot of the same problems that Cincinnati's having. And I see they're giving up a lot of the same types of plays on special teams, defensively. Just they're doing a lot of the same things. And I don't know, man. Kenny's hurt now. It looks like Freiermuth's going to be out for an extended period of time.
I saw Kenny's not going to be out that long, or if any time. I don't think he's going to miss. So that's at least a good thing. But man, I really want to see it from a different offensive coordinator first. I want Kenny Pickett to be able to kind of learn from somebody else, and then I would be able to maybe kind of break it down whether Kenny is
it's not time. It's not even close to time to move.
But a lot of people are calling for his head already.
No. The offense isn't versatile enough. He's not in a position to thrive yet. He's not doing anything that he was doing. He doesn't have an identity in the run game. You can't expect a second-year quarterback to do all of... No chance. No, it's not even close. Matt Canada, sorry, we love you.
Najee.
That's what
there's just too
Najee's
many.
on the list
He's
before
been a disappointment
Kenny for me, too, man. Like, unfortunately, it just is what it is.
Yeah, Najee's my boy. It hurts me to say it. He's been pretty abysmal. He's been pretty abysmal. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'd like to see another offensive coordinator in there, somebody that kind of maybe knows how to utilize all the weapons that we have.
Yes.
And then go from there.
Before we start picking apart what on paper looks to be a pretty decent roster, I'm a big proponent of let's take one guy out of the equation. That's just me. That's the way I like to do it. I don't know. They pay people a lot of money. GM Bub gets a lot of money to make those decisions. By the way, we lost in fantasy, GM Bub.
You asked me nothing this week.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Okay.
Because of who we drafted. Anyway, back to reality. Bub, there are people that get paid. Easy now.
I just said what?
There are people who get paid a lot of money to make these decisions. And I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for the Steelers. I don't know what the future holds for Matt Canada.
What do you think, Bub? Yeah. From somebody that's not a fan, what do you think the issue or maybe a solution is?
What would GM
play calling. Play calling, it sucks.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, yeah. I mean, you just got talent like Kenny or not Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, that can just go up and get the damn ball.
Yeah.
Like, just throw it to him. It's the same
Yeah.
thing with the Bengals. You got 2 deep threats, just throw them the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think you have to overcomplicate it sometimes.
Ooh, speaking of overcomplicating stuff, the Browns played yesterday.
Yeah,
That was
they got smacked up too.
that was a rough one, man. I didn't watch much of this one. I tuned into the Cincinnati and Pittsburgh murders, but
Yeah, then I took a nap.
then you took home.
I wouldn't watch any more of that Cincinnati game.
Bub. Yeah, Buffalo, Miami. That was a fun one.
Yeah,
Crazy game.
Yeah,
Buffalo
the Bills
scored a lot of points.
Yeah, 48-20.
48-20.
Yeah, what the heck?
In theory, they could beat the Broncos 98-20, but
I wouldn't doubt it. How did the Broncos do this?
they
won. They won
won
by
by
3.
default. They played the Bears.
They were down, I think.
Wait, they were down 21-3 at one point.
They were.
I think it was 28-3.
It was
28-7, something like that.
My God, are you kidding
It
me?
was 28-7.
I think
and
so,
I think
and
they
then
won
they made it
34 or 35 to yeah.
They had like a 21-point comeback.
Yeah, it was something like that.
24.
The
But yeah,
Bears imploded.
Okay.
It was
insane.
crazy. It was crazy.
Wow.
It was Team 32 playing Team 31
Yeah.
in power rankings for sure.
I thought the Dolphins would beat the Bills.
I'm going to put this into perspective for you, Bubba. They are playing football from Andy's room. Okay? Do you understand that?
Like
Okay.
Toy Story.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bears are a bigger joke than the NFL trying to play football from Andy's room. Because that game was a lot of fun. Did you tune in to football from Andy's room?
I didn't get up early enough for that.
Oh, man. It was so
I was
much fun.
golfing.
Oh, the Toy Story version of Football Sunday, man, was insane.
I saw
They
some
had
of the
Trevor
clips.
Lawrence running with flames on his feet. It was unbelievable. The Slinky Dog was the first down. Margaret was the chains.
Okay.
Slinky Dog. Yeah.
right.
The ball
Interesting.
spot.
Does
ball.
that sound appealing to you?
I think I'll watch like the regular broadcast. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
but-
can I give... Excuse me, let me give you this, too. I also had the setup with the laptop, the real broadcast. And then the one that I was just like, ooh, the claw.
I understand.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Fine, you guys pick the topics, then go.
No, not that.
Best offensive lineman and go.
Like right now?
No, please, no. Let's not do this again.
All right, Monday Night Football. We got the
Yeah.
Seahawks versus Giants. Giants, just not good. Not a good team at all.
I
Seahawks.
like this commentary.
No,
Go ahead.
it's amazing, actually. Seahawks popping off. Geno Smith, Big Ken. Love to see
Seahawks.
it.
Listen, dude, he's just saying nicknames of people.
Yeah, Big Ken at the Walker.
He's like, yeah, Gino and Big Ken, they're rolling up with DK to take on the Giants.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? What else do you want from
That's
that?
the best Monday Night Football promo there's ever been.
We'll take it over.
All right. Gino,
Mm-hmm.
DK, rolling. Oh, Big Ken.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Big Ken.
The Seahawks are taking on the Giants. Who you like in Monday Night Football, Bob?
Seahawks and Giants suck.
Brown, who you like?
Seahawks as well. They are minus
And
2.5.
Do we have a... Okay, I was
And
going to say...
because
do
of
we have a
Big
spread?
Ken. Yeah.
It's
Is
not
that where
because
you
the
want me to go with
Giants
it?
We gotta-
Oh, the Giants do suck,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, give me a score. Let's make it interesting.
I might do a square.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna say 24-13.
Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
24-13 Seahawks.
I like that, actually.
You like that?
I
You
like
that? You like that?
I like that! You know what? I'm going to go 31-21. Seahawks.
You got the Giants scoring 3 touchdowns. In a primetime game.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Big Ken, you know.
Because they scored 0 last
Giants
time they had a
suck.
primetime game.
Yeah, that.
Is
This
Saquon
year?
back yet or no? He's not, right?
I don't think so. But
17.
You're just changing
17.
numbers now.
Yeah, we're just going to go 17.
okay. 31-17. What are you
31-17
saying?
there? Yeah, I like the 24 for the Birds, and I like the Giants to get 10.
Oh,
I think that
I thought you were
I
gonna
think
say
that
14.
I
That
think that
would've
they'll
been
get an
great,
early.
yeah.
I think that they'll get an early field goal easy. I think they'll get an early field goal, and I think they'll look into a defensive score, or they'll put them in an easy position for the offense to get a score. That offense just isn't generating points, and I don't see how they do it against the Seahawks. that's going to wrap it up then for us here, boys. Anything else we'd like to discuss? We're going to be bringing it back with college football, some of our predictions later in the week, of course. And, there's going to be a lot going on here.
Yeah.
OU homecomings this weekend.
Against Kent State?
They're going to be taking on Kent State, 3:30 kickoff. I'll be on campus for that, for work, so I'm looking forward to that. Yep, I'll be in the parade. Homecoming parade. Oh, yeah. At big time. Yeah, we have.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Things are happening.
Wow.
No. But that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to being on campus during homecoming. Brown, anything else you got to add to the mix here?
I got nothing, man. I'll be in the green next week.
All right. I'll be in the green this weekend.
You're going to call up Travis?
Yeah, I'm going to call him up.
Yeah. He already asked
Hey, what's
for
your
him.
picks?
Yeah.
He already asked for
I'm
him.
ready to start paying for him. I mean,
Yeah.
Fair enough. For Travis?
Yeah. Anything
Anything for Travis?
Yeah, maybe.
I think
He's on a streak
I think
right
that's
now.
illegal, but...
So you're paying for streaking Travis?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Now, if he loses, then he's dead to me.
Dang. Now you're going to murder him.
Wow.
just
Wow,
pick
okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So if streaking Travis becomes useless, then you'll kill him?
No.
Just sounds like a denial.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be
Yeah.
it from us here. Let's go ahead and blur it Brown out here. And
love you,
that's
Travis.
Yeah, we love you,
We
Travis.
love you, Travis,
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
do.
Yeah.
That's going to be it from us here on the 740 Sports Show. Please be sure to tune in next time. Thank you for watching this time. And as always, we'll see you again soon.
Bye.